Welcome, everybody, to this edition of Trowel Time, coming to you from our beautiful campus here in Alma, Michigan. The oven of Michigan right now. It's hotter than sin out there. We're filming this in mid-June, and it's hot. But it's nice in here. We've got a great team, as always. Behind the cameras, Ben Tigner, videographer extraordinaire. Oh! Actually got an ow in there for Ben. All right. Over there keeping the thing moving is our good friend and brother, Darren Thompson. Darren, good to have you with us. We got Dirk Hughes in the back with our bit of education and knowledge, which we continue to give to Dirk because he needs as much as he can get. Dirk, good to have you with us. Tom Braun, our grand lecturer, is with us. Tom, good to have you.
Nice to be here today, Bob.
It's good to have you. And for his triumphant return to the couch of Trowel Time, our good friend and brother, Bill Finkel. Grand Secretary.
Bill.
Our good friend.
Good to be back, Bob.
Glad to have you back. It's been too long.
Yep.
But we're glad you're here, and we're glad that you're moving better than you were before.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
doing okay.
Very proud of that. All right, we got a great show for you. Lots of stuff going on. Tom, I know that you're going to talk a little bit about town halls, but really, we've got Darren that's going to kind of update us on when and where and all those kinds of things. So,
Okay.
Why should the Masons go to the town halls that are being scheduled?
Because they'll have their first opportunity to ask any question on any subject to the Grand Master.
Wow.
And
I think
that
that just
is
scared
huge.
Eugene to death right there. Any question on any subject. All right.
The Grandmaster's good at delegating, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
But what I want the DDIs and regionals to do is to remind the lodges of the schedule that will be available.
Excellent.
And get their lodges there.
Yeah.
Everybody should be in attendance. It's a great opportunity. Don't miss it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all in good places, good lodges.
Absolutely.
And if you haven't been to another lodge in your area, it's a good opportunity to do that too. So,
Absolutely.
And he added one yesterday.
Yes. we
I
got
saw
it.
that come through in
Battle Creek.
Battle Creek,
Yeah.
August 12th.
Yeah.
This
so-
just in.
Yep.
Breaking
Breaking
news.
news.
Newsflash.
Not
aware.
Yes. Breaking news.
It's on the Grand Lodge calendar. So.
It is. I saw it come across this morning. Yes.
Okay.
So very good. What's the dress code at those things?
It's casual.
Casual.
Casual. Now, listen, guys, there's casual and there's casual. We're not talking typical Masonic casual, which could be everything from a wife beater T-shirt to cutoffs. Come on. Dockers, blue jeans, nice ones, right?
Yeah.
Polo shirt, something like that.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Shirts and shoes preferred.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoes, no sandals, please. Okay, good stuff. A lot of lodges, a lot of DDIs, regionals, BGPs get the proclamation that they can close by proxy or proclamation.
Yeah.
Should they do that?
They only when it's requested by the master of the lodge, but never on the entered apprentice degree. Because it's the first opportunity for that new entered apprentice to see the lodges closed and hear the duties in the places and stations of those officers. So don't ever close your lodge by proclamation on an entered apprentice degree.
Good advice. All right, so they won't do that.
Okay, great.
All right, anything else for the?
Well,
good
we
of the
have,
order, Tom?
we had a great School of Instruction at the Grand Lodge this year, but we still have 4 districts that do not have representation. It's district number 5, number 12, number 18, and number 26. So if you're a past master in those districts, step up. Do something for the Masons within your lodge. We need someone who doesn't necessarily have to be a ritualist, but be able to teach the ritual to all these new Masons. That's our responsibility, and we need someone to step up and help us do that.
Great. There's some really good things that are going to happen quickly about education programs and those kinds of things that are coming forward. And Dirk back there is going to be an integral part of that, as our lodges of research, hopefully. And we've got some good stuff coming up. So I think there's going to be a lot of help and a lot of good things happening with Masonic education in
Looking
Michigan.
forward to it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
excited.
bet. Absolutely. Thank you, Tom, for everything that you do. I know
Oh.
you're busy, and it's good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Bill,
Yes, sir.
how goes the state of the Grand Secretary's office?
Well, that goes great. We're in the season of collecting dues,
Yeah.
NPDs. All delinquent members, the names should have been read off at the June meeting, and they have till September 30th to come to pay, and then they'll be voted on to be suspended at the September meeting. So I want every lodge to focus now. It amazes me how many lodges wait till the second week in September to say, well, we better do something about this. Well, a little bit late. So I'd like the lodges to start right now, get the delinquent dues committee working, keep on top of things, and let's keep some members in Masonry.
Absolutely. I had a young fella from a school, one of the local schools, show up at our house, and they were asking for support for their sports teams in the fall when it gets going. And we usually, they collect cans and bottles and those kinds of things or something like that. And this one had his sister, who was 4, with him, and she said, "Won't you give something to help us have fall sports this year?" I said, "Oh, that's sharp.
Yeah.
That's sharp." I said, "You're good. You're very good."
Yeah.
So, yeah, they walked away from our house with a few shekels in their pocket, so that's all right. Maybe we need to do that. We need to
Okay.
take somebody that they can really kind of bend their heartstrings and get them to support their lodge. It's really important, folks, so let's make sure we do that. Give us an update on you. How are you doing?
Well, I had a bad turn at the beginning of the year. I was in hospital a month. I'd been in therapy, but the good news is last Thursday I graduated from therapy. I was discharged from there. I'm walking a couple of miles a day. My balance is not where it should be, but it's not bad.
It's getting better.
Oh yeah, not
Yeah.
bad. I don't have the cane anymore,
Yeah.
so I'm walking actually better than I was before. So,
I want to carry a cane, though.
well, yeah.
There are people that need to be,
Yeah.
Tamed.
you got a cane with you, you can whomp them. So, it's,
Yeah.
well, we are absolutely delighted you're back.
It's good to be here. Really good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to take a break, be right back, and we got more to come on Trowel Time. Be right back.
Are you looking for the latest Masonic apparel, materials, and literature from the craft? Look no more. At MichiganMasonicStore.com, you can find everything from hats and shirts to tumblers, blankets, and books. Our shirts come in a range of sizes and with logos and branding custom stitched for the Michigan Masons. Don't wait. Visit MichiganMasonicStore.com now.
Welcome back. So we started a program last month when we were together, and we had the program sponsored by Cedar Lodge 60 out of Clarkston, and we had a great time with those brothers coming up. This program is being sponsored by Pier Marquette Lodge number 299 in Ludington, Michigan. So congratulations, Pier Marquette. Hoorah. And we will get together with them and have a special broadcast of Trowel Time that just talks about Pier Marquette Lodge. So that'll be a lot of fun. Great lodge here, folks, ever get over there. Mark Rogers, who's the president of the Board of General Purposes this year, correct?
Right.
Is very active and part of that lodge. And I'm not sure, is he worshipful master this year?
No, he's secretary.
Secretary of the
Secretary,
lodge,
yeah.
so there you go. Great lodge. If you get the chance to go to Ludington, by the way, go to Ludington, spend the weekend in Ludington. Great community, love that place, and hitch a ride on the Badger, and view the the man-made lake that has hydroelectric power to a big chunk of Michigan. It's a great place to go. So if you haven't been there, take the time. Go to Ludington, Michigan, and while you're there, stop in, say hi to the folks at Pier Marquette Lodge. All right. So huzzah to Pier Marquette for sponsoring our program this month. I'm going to turn it over to Darren, and Darren's going to talk to us a little bit about Grandview which is our new membership program, and is really going to rewrite the way that we handle things here in Michigan. So Darren, take it away. Give us a little update.
Yes, so our new database / operating system, Grandview, has been operational since the first week of the month. Every member in the state is going to be getting this postcard. Ben can probably put a better shot on your screen there about how to register. Every member in the state can have an account, unlike our previous system where only certain people could access the database. Everybody can have an account with Grandview. So if you go to grandview.system/membership_registration, which is on your screen right now, create an account. That will take you into your membership portal, and you'll see 6 or 7 blue boxes, maybe it's 9. In those boxes, it's got everything from your lodge calendar, which you can see your lodge events, plus your honorary lodge events, and all the Grand Lodge events that I put on there. There's access to files that your secretary uploads for minutes, agendas, whatever they put in there. You can have a virtual dues card, which I'll show you here. Maybe we can blow that up. Virtual dues cards. The resources tab has a lot of things. I'm working on uploading things in there. It's got the Northeast Corner booklets. It's got the Blue Book, the monitor. That's all on there right now. I'm working on getting more. There's recordings on there for trainings for Grandview. So it's really a one-stop shop, so you're not hopping from this system to the website to the RLodge page and back and forth
Right.
and have 3 logins and passwords. It's all under one roof.
That's great, and we're going to
So-
start migrating as we just go along. Some things over to Grandview, and
Right.
I know that you're
There'll
working
still
on
be
that
some
now,
stuff
but-
on the website, but most of what you want we can put right in Grandview.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
I think we'll have both, but
Yeah, all right.
so yeah, we're working on.
I'm excited about it.
Training secretaries on things. There's still some financial things that are coming over and awards that are being built, but it's coming, and we're excited about it.
What about mobile? So on your phone,
Yep.
it's an easy platform to
There's
use.
a mobile. It's called the Progressive Web App. It's not a traditional app, but you can put it right on your desktop and tap it, and it gets you right in the system. And
Okay.
so this is what it looks like. And again, we'll put a bigger one on your screen, I'm sure. So
All right, and if you have any help needs, Grandview is very user friendly, so
there's
they'll be
an
happy
extensive help desk
Yeah.
with videos and how-tos. Call me, and we're going to be doing more trainings. There are some recorded in the resources tab, as I said, but we're going to be doing more. Once I'm comfortable with everything, I'll do some here, maybe take a couple on the road.
Yeah,
So,
good stuff.
yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Darren.
Yes, thank you.
Did a good job of that. The whole team, Darren, Karen, Jamie, have done a great job with Grandview, and we're very appreciative of that. Last week, we had Mitch Albo and his team was up here. They come up every spring and maybe some other time during the year, but they spend some time with the residents, and this year Mitch did a little book club with the residents on The Little Liar, which is his latest book. He is writing another one, that'll come out in the fall, but he came up here, talked with our residents. He visited one of our residents down in the vent unit, the assisted breathing unit, and just spent some time with him and read to him a little bit. And it was just a great day. So we're very proud of our association with Mitch and Say Detroit and the Say Play Center and the impact that is having on a lot of young people and the community down in the Detroit area. Mm-hmm. The area itself where Say Play is at down Lipke Rec Center, which is at about 8 Mile and Van Dyke, somewhere in there, has really seen a rebirth around that center just because that went in there and the impact that's having. So we're very proud of that.
Yeah, it was one of the
relationship.
worst zip codes in the city.
Well, it still is.
Yes.
It still is, but
Yeah.
it's getting better, and I think that's the key
Oh.
point. Yeah, so it's great. It was good having them up here. Rick, Joanne, Rosie, and Mitch were here, and we wish them the very best as they go forward. Some of our pictures from the Mitch album visit up here rolling through your screens right now, and we want to thank Ben and Grant for all of those pictures, and look forward to next year. So thank you very much for that. The other night, Friday night last, we had the opportunity to go over to Swartz Creek, and Fellowship Lodge was hosting their event. They are very proud supporters of the Michigan Civil War Battle Flags, which is a program of the state of Michigan down at the Capitol building. A couple of years ago, we were in the Capitol Rotunda, and they presented their adoption of a battle flag. This is to rebuild the flag. They actually go through and save it for posterity. These are the flags that our regiments and divisions carried into battle in the Civil War out of Michigan. And they hosted and sponsored another battle flag down there, but I had the opportunity to talk to Dave Norris and Dan Hall, who, if you're not sure who they are, they wrote some incredibly good Masonic music and some good songs, and we had a great time down there with them. Dave said, Bob, we need to get a choir going. So we're going to get a choir started in Michigan. And that means that there are people in this very room who are volunteering as they stand there for our choir. Now, it doesn't matter if you can sing. None of us can. If you're thinking that this is going to sound good, forget it. It won't. But it'll be fun. And we're going to have a good time. And Dave and myself and Fred Kaiser are going to spearhead this. Fred's got a good voice. So we're starting off better there.
Dean
But
can sing.
Dean can't. Dean, you've just been volunteered by Brother Finkel for our choir. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we hope to debut at the annual communication next year. So that's kind of the time frame. If you want more information on this, or you want to say, I want to come and sing with the choir, we don't have any good details yet, but we will. We'll put everything together. Just shoot Darren a note, and we'll get you hooked up. We're looking forward to Darren being with us and leading our choir. Don't let him out of the
Breaking
room.
news.
Don't let him out of the room. So. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And our thanks to Dan and Dave, who have donated their music, their Masonic music, which is what a mighty building a Trowel can build, and so many others, to us. They've given us their music. We just got a few legal things to do, and as soon as we can, I'm going to talk with Ben, and we're going to get that stuff on the website, and it's going to be exciting for us to do that. So thank you to Dan and Dave for all you do, and we're looking forward to a song about 200 years of Freemasonry that will debut at our 200th Grand Lodge in 2026. So that's where that will be. So you don't want to miss that. It's going to be a great time. We are always looking for board members, right? For board members for our home board of trustees and for our foundation board of trustees. We want you to consider that. And if you would, and if you're interested in just even getting some more information, shoot us a note. Let us know. We'll send you out the application and be happy to talk with you about what the responsibilities of that are. But we need to get a bank, if you will, of prospective members for our boards. And, they turn over every year. They don't all turn over, but a lot of them do. And sometimes things happen, and some of the folks have to leave or have to move on, maybe career change or something along those lines. So we always have need for those dedicated, committed brethren to help us with our board responsibilities. And we'd love to hear from you. So if you want some more information, shoot us a note and just say, I'm interested in getting some more information. That's enough for now, and we'll send that out to you. And you can certainly talk to myself or any of the board members and be happy to give you more information on that if you would like that. We're going to take a quick break, come back with Darren and his mailbag and some upcoming events and that kind of thing, and we'll see you in just a moment.
Every day we make choices. Choices to help ourselves, choices that help those around us. When it's time to make a choice about your senior living options, consider Masonic Pathways. We offer choices for entertainment, socialization, and most importantly, choices that make life easier for you. When it's time to discuss choices in your life, make Masonic Pathways your first choice and contact our care team today.
Welcome back. Upcoming events. Darren, open that mailbag up and tell us what's coming up in the upcoming events.
All right. First thing we touched on was the Grandmaster Town Hall meetings. The next ones are scheduled for July 13th. There are two that day. West Branch in the morning at 9 a.m. And then they're going to sail along M55 over to Cadillac for a 2 p.m. session.
Right.
And then the rest of those sessions are on your screen right now. We've got Lincoln Park coming up, Holland, Lansing, Lapeer, Roseville, and I'm told Battle Creek.
Yes.
So,
Surprise.
and maybe they can talk about how to become a board member at those too.
Absolutely. A good idea.
All right, we've got some parades coming up. If you would like to join a lodge in a 4th of July parade, the one I have information on is Treeland 552. They're in the Clausen 4th of July parade every year. Meet up with them at 8 a.m. in the shopping center. and get a hold of Hanson Lee if you have any questions. Others, I don't have information, but they've been in every year. If you want to reach out to Brighton, Ann Arbor Fraternity, Alpena, Buchanan, Alcona, and Grand Rapids 34. Saturday, July 20th is another parade. That is the celebration of the city of Tecumseh. It is their bicentennial.
Oh.
And Tecumseh Lodge is going to be in the parade that day. They're inviting everybody to come. They'd like a huge contingent to be there. Lineup is at 8. Parade starts at 10. So get there by 9:45. And then
Great
if you have
town.
any questions, contact Gary Noggle, and his email address is on your screen.
Great town. It's one of those, Bill and I can't get there. There's
Yeah.
no direct way to get to Tecumseh.
No, but it's a very
But
nice city.
Great town. Salute to Tecumseh.
Yep.
Great lodge.
Congratulations on their 200th
Yeah, absolutely.
for the city. And then Saturday, August 10th is our now annual group outing with Prince Hall to Jimmy John's Field in Utica. So we invite everybody to come out to that. We'll have a flyer and a purchase link up soon. And Eugene will be there. Grandmaster Batico will be there to throw out a first pitch, as will Ben Walker from Grandmaster Prince Hall. Last year, I think Larry Judson had his grandson throw it out, but the year before, Eugene's got some big shoes to fill because Leonard Davis threw
He threw a blazer.
a blazer, and
Yeah.
that would make George Bush jealous from
Yeah, there was heat.
2000.
Man.
So,
Yeah, he's a man. All right.
so that's Saturday, August 10th.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Darren.
Yes.
For the upcoming events. Now open the mailbag, and what kind of questions do we have?
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, hey, hey.
All right. This month's mailbag, we have 3. The first question is from Roger Peak of Charlevoix 282, and he wants to know, when, other than prescribed ritual, is it okay for a brother to pass between the altar and the east? The eternal question
Yes.
of the hot lava
Yeah.
between the altar and the east.
There is no restriction on brothers passing between the altar and the east in our jurisdiction, unless the master of that lodge prohibits it.
And he can?
And he can.
Okay.
He's in charge of his own lodge.
I was once told that was holy ground, and I thought that bit odd, saying this, that's pretty well defined in the Bible as to where holy ground is at. But anyway, so. All right. So if the master says you can pass, you can pass. If the master says you can't, you can't. All right. Hope
But
that
as far
answers.
as the Grand Lodge is concerned, that's a myth that's been passed down for generations.
One of them Masonic legends, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. All right, next one. Who in the lodge corrects brethren when mistakes are made in ritual and or floor work during regular and special communications?
Let's all say this together. Everyone.
Okay, who should,
Only
if
the-
anyone?
Only the designated prompter should be giving a word to the master or someone else on the floor that needs it. But only one prompter for the floor. And if he's wise enough, he should also appoint a prompter for the east.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And I would think the officer should give a little signal that they
Right.
want a prompt, because sometimes you need to be, they're a little too eager to jump in and
Very eager to jump in.
not
Yeah.
talking about experience or anything, but.
Yeah.
Okay, and from our old buddy Royce Myers. down there in
Yay,
South Haven.
Royce.
We got to have him up here in person for
We
a
do.
question.
We do.
Right.
Can a meeting, communication, or degree be held outside, and what are the requirements if so?
The lodge simply needs to request dispensation from the Grand Lodge office to do that. And if it's an area that has never been designated as for open air degree or a regular, they would contact the Grand Lecturer, and the Grand Lecturer will go out to make sure that that is a area that can be tiled. And once that's granted, the
Right.
dispensation will be approved.
I was going to say it has to be able to be tiled. And you wouldn't have it in the middle of the town square, right? So, as long as those are met, though, I believe it's just a change of location dispensation, so it's okay. Can do it.
All right. So with that, we will close up the mailbag for this month. If you have any
All
questions, send them to dthompson@grandlodgemi.org.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Dirk Hughes and our Masonic Minute will be on deck. Be right back.
Are you looking for the latest Masonic apparel, materials, and literature from the craft? Look no more. At MichiganMasonicStore.com, you can find everything from hats and shirts to tumblers, blankets, and books. Our shirts come in a range of sizes and with logos and branding custom stitched for the Michigan Masons. Don't wait. Visit MichiganMasonicStore.com now.
Welcome back. And Dirk Hughes, give us our Masonic Minute.
And I don't believe in time.
Thank you very much, Bob. Today's Masonic Minute, brought to you by the Michigan Masonic Museum and Library, is talking about Brother Herrbert Henry Dow, inventor, chemical industrialist, and most importantly, Freemason. He was born in Canada in 1866, but moved to the U.S. at the ripe old age of 6 weeks old. Went to school at Case School of Applied Sciences in Cleveland, which is now known as Case Western Reserve, where he specialized in researching chemical compositions of brine water. I don't know how popular of a program that is these days, but it got him back then. He developed a patented process for a more cost-effective and streamlined extraction of bromine from brine water. Now, bromine was the primary ingredient in most medications and the fledgling photographic industry at the time. After discovering a brine sample from Midland, Michigan, being very rich in bromine, he moved there to found the Dow Chemical Company in 1897. His bromine extraction process resulted in the breaking of a European bromine monopoly, if you can believe that was existing,
There it is.
that existed before World War I and cemented his company as a global player. Now, during World War I, his company spent 90% of their production devoted to the support of the U.S. war effort. He went on to research other chemicals his process could extract from brine as well, including magnesium, monochlorobenzene, and phenol, just to name a few, and to give myself the opportunity to say those words, which I don't do often.
You did good.
I think I did really well. He was raised as a master mason in 1894 at Center Lodge 273 in Midland, and remained a member there until his death in 1930 at the age of 64. During his life, he received over 90 patents, and his company, the Dow Chemical Company, grew into and still is one of the leading companies in the world for chemicals, plastics, synthetic fibers, and agricultural products. Now, as an aside, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was born and raised in Midland, Michigan. And as it is plain to see, those weird chemicals Brother Dow extracted from the brine water under my hometown had little, if any, impact on the critical stages of my formative development.
It's nice to see that twitch that you have is starting to really diminish,
Yep.
too. So, yeah, very proud of that.
It was just a fluke.
Great. Thank you, Dirk,
Thank you.
for the Masonic Minute. Great job. Great job. All right. One of our new programs that we're starting up on Trowel Time is our Question of the Month. And for you out there in TV land, you will answer our Question of the Month, send your responses back to either Brother Darren or Brother Dirk, and we'll collect those and choose the one that is the best answer, and you'll be afforded a seat on the couch at one of our upcoming Trowel Time episodes. This is a great honor. It's not bestowed on many, I'll tell you. But it's not just don't say yes or no, right? That's not going to win. We want you to think about the what and the why, and then how the question is answered. And I'm going to now pass it over to Dirk, who's back there desperately trying to come up with a way to ask this question. But Dirk, take it away. Ask the question, and then we'll wrap this up.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome. He's got a great voice, doesn't he? I think that he'd be wonderful in a choir.
I'm tone deaf.
Yeah, we all are.
Okay, you ready for the question?
Ready.
Let's get serious. During a vote for membership, can a Master Mason present in the lodge abstain from that vote? What is your answer and why? So you can send your answers and why. That's the important part, not just yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
2-page essay.
A 2-page essay.
One-page essay.
To one of
Just
those
a one
addresses
page.
at the bottom of the screen, primarily, and my preference, to Darren Thompson. Thank you.
All right. Listen, great job, everybody. We had a great time having you up here. It's a beautiful summer in Michigan. Enjoy the 2 weeks of it, because it'll go south real quick. And we'll see you next time everybody on Trowel time. And here, so this is Swedish, for thank you for tuning in. Tack så mycket. And there's your
Good night,
homage to Sweden.